Hey, Nikhil here and welcome again to weekly marketing updates with My Growth Club. Can media planning or campaign planning be automated? As a digital marketer, you must be involved in planning for your campaigns and projecting results of your campaigns, planning for budgets quite often in your daily tasks. Can this be automated? If it can be, it can save ton of time for you as a marketer. Yes, it can be automated. How? Stay tuned till the end of the video to know about that. Hey, so let's get started with automation of media plans. Is that possible? Yes, definitely it's possible to automate media plans, at least semi-automate the media plans. Let's take an example. As you can see on your screen, there is an example, and if you check out row number 11 and below, this is how a traditional manual media plan is made. Now let's imagine your boss or your client tells you that you have 7,350 rupees as budget and you have to make a media plan. You will stack rank your channels from lowest to highest cost per conversion, and then you'll start maximizing their budgets one by one to reach highest efficiency. Now this works great in this single scenario, but it gets a little tricky when your boss or your client tells you that, okay, I want these conversions, whatever maximum number of conversions you can get, under 150 rupees. Now to do that, again, you have to look at several scenarios where you'll start by killing the least efficient channels like this, and then you will reach somewhere to that figure. It will require a lot of tinkering around with the values as I'm doing. As you can see, I have already changed value 4 times, but I still haven't got my absolute number. Now this is something which is getting close to 150, so I'll probably change it to 240 again, and yeah, here we go. Now that took quite a lot of tinkering around with the numbers, and then I got to the value. And it may not be even possible in terms of larger media plans. So when you have 20 different channels, this manual intervention will be practically impossible. This is where automation of media plan comes into picture. And how do we do this? For this, we use a tool called Excel Solver add-on. Now, how to enable Excel Solver add-on on your Microsoft Excel installation? I'll just put a link below. You can check this out and enable the Excel Solver add-on. Most of the times it doesn't come enabled by default. So please make sure you enable with the steps in the link that I have posted below. Beyond that, let's start where I would consider that you have already enabled the add-on and how to use that. So I'm going to open this add-on by clicking on Data and then Solver. Once you click on Solver, you get a window like this. Now I have already created a solution here for this media plan, which I'll just show you quickly. Let's start with the objective. Objective is the end objective of your media plan, in this case, which is number of conversions, maximizing number of conversions. So as you can see, I have put objective as H7, which is this cell, which is total number of conversions, and the objective I have set to max, which means maximizing this particular number. Now by changing variable cells, now in this entire plan, if you see cost per click, conversion rate, maximum number of clicks, etc., everything is a constant. What is a variable which can be changed is number of clicks that you want from each channel for an ideal scenario. Now that is what I have chosen from B2 to B6. So the column B, which is number of clicks. Now I have told this algorithm that you can change the number of clicks in each of these cells to reach the maximum efficiency. Now what I have also done is I have put in some constraints. Constraints are essentially, if you can see, the first constraint is cell B2 cannot be greater than D2. So Google brand search, number of clicks cannot be more than 150, which is max clicks. Now as a marketer, you and me both know that every channel has its limitations. it either cannot get clicks beyond a certain limit, or it cannot get those clicks at economical or efficient values. So I have put max clicks as limits to each channel of what clicks it can get. So these are the constraints. B2 cannot be greater than D2. C2 cannot be greater, B3 cannot be greater than D3, B4 cannot be greater than D4, etc, etc, etc. So essentially every channel I have put a max cap on. And then what I have put is I7, which is conversion value, which is cost per conversion, cannot be greater than 150 rupees, which is what our client wants. Now let's consider a challenge where suddenly after you make this plan and your client or your boss tells you, I want to change this. I want now more conversions at 160 rupees. So give me a value of how many conversions you can get at 160 rupees by maximizing number of conversions. All you have to do here is basically change this value to 160 and okay, here we go. This is done. And after putting all the constraints and all the objectives, all you have to do is basically just click on solve. So here we go. Solver add-on has solved this problem for you. It has given you at 160 you can get maximum 36 conversions, and with this media mix where it has basically killed affiliates and it has optimized other channels to their max efficiency. But we can even make it a little more complicated. Now let's go and open solver add-on again. Here we go. Now let's consider your boss or your clients puts the question in reverse way to you. If he or she wants to know, they want 170 transactions or conversions, and for that how much budget you need. You can even solve that with solver. Any question, all you need to do is you just make some changes to variables, constraints and the objective, and you are sorted. So for example, let's take one more example. Now instead of having constraint as 160, we can change that constraint to 200. Right, so your client or boss is ready to pay 200 per conversion to maximize their conversions. Now I just changed that and I clicked on solve. Here we go. Solver has solved your problem for you, and what you can tell your boss or client is basically we can get maximum 40 conversions at 182 in the current budget of 7,350. If you want to go beyond that, if you want 200 conversions, then you will need to increase the budget. So with solver you can build multiple scenarios. There are even different type of models that you can build, different type of regressions that you can build, and you can make your media planning activity seamless and completely automated. This will save tons of hours of time for you, and it will give you much more accuracy on your media planning. If you like this video, please comment, and please do let me know if you want to know more about solver. I'll try to cover your questions in my subsequent videos. This is Nikhil signing off. I hope you have a great week ahead.